Welcome back. This is Sports Tonight. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. And we're asking you a question. Do you love football? Do you want to see kids play football? Do you actually want to see raw talent? Then you know the place to be tomorrow is Campus Square Mini Stadium, Lagos Island, of course, the Nikon Stadium. You will see young talents, kids in primary school play football. Season 9 of the Channels National Kids Cup. But at the moment, we're talking about wrestling in Nigeria, and our focus is on the just concluded Africa Wrestling Senior Wrestling Championship in Marrakech, Morocco. Odunayo Adekore, golden girl, and she got a gold medal, of course, from that competition. And the president of the Wrestling Federation, Danny Gali, they're with us in the studio. President, let's come to you. We're so worried. The same funding issue. This funding of the name is our biggest enemy. How much of a problem has it been to the Federation?
Funding has been the big elephant in the room. Funding has been a major issue, not only for wrestling, but for every other non-professional sport, or even professional sports alike in Nigeria anyway. We knew about this tournament a year back, and you would expect that we would have had funding to go to the African Championship, especially because we have the Commonwealth Games next year. You need all your athletes who you want to go to the Commonwealth Games to compete at this tournament, so you can know who to take. And it was just unfortunate that we had issues with funding yet again. But I must commend the efforts of the governor of Bayelsa State, His Excellency Governor Dixon, who came in. In fact, it was on a Saturday I was able to get across to him, and that same day gave directives that by Monday, 12 o'clock, money should be released to the wrestling team. And by Monday, money was released to us. You know, and then we had to start running around with visas and everything to get ready. The minister was another person who was very practical in meeting, at least meeting you halfway, and also approve some funds, but you know how bureaucracy is. So we really need to look at it. And I think one of the issues we have to talk about is budgeting for sports. Budgeting for sports can't be on the year of that tournament. We're talking about the Commonwealth Games next year. The budgeting for the Commonwealth Games cannot be in 2018.
That's right.
It has to be in 2017 because all the preparations are in 2017. And because the budget falls into May, June sometimes before it's passed, you have to have money for that games. So that is what we also have to look at. But it's not only with the federal government. We need to look at what Governor Dixon is doing, states. We need to look at individuals. We need to look at corporations who can support sports.
Well, I'll come to you. Talk to us about ways we can brand wrestling for it to win. But Odunayo, this funding is a serious issue. Does it affect, you're prepared for a championship, and then you're like, you might not go. How badly does it affect your preparation for a competition?
It affects us a lot. Most of, if John Emmanuel, Kemeswa, they have not attended this competition, they don't have known they are an African champion. So it affects us a lot. Thinking of ticket, thinking of going visa like that, it really is so very bad. I don't know how to put it. I feel so bad every time going to competition without funding. Most of the time our president will be running around to get ticket for us with his own money. It's unfair. I don't really know. I'm not happy about it.
I know, yeah, I can tell. But Odunayo, you've seen how it is done at the Indian Pro League. What are some of the things you've seen there that you can come and whisper to our leaders so that they can start doing those things for our wrestling to be good?
Indians, I don't know, maybe they have money more than us. Their own budget for wrestling is too much. I don't know. They really have good budget for wrestling. And if you look well into their own wrestling team, they are really moving faster. They are really improving. They have bronze at the Olympics.
Wow.
The girl that I'm not boasting, I don't think Chaksi Malik can wrestle me. And she had a bronze because of their good preparation. You can't expect us to go to Olympics with 3 months or a month camp. It's not easy. We are human. And every time our presidents will come, we explain to them this is how it should be. But every time they quote him wrong. So I don't know what to say. I've been on this show. I've been to so many shows to talk about fund. So I don't, and there was no change. So I don't know what to say again.
Whatever we cannot change, we'll pray about it. Let me take it from where what Oduayo said. It is what you reap. It's what you sow that you reap.
Exactly.
You know, and that's what has been our story. But wrestling, as one way or the other, wrestling has been fighting and trying to come into our faces. President, there must be something we can do. Why is it not being accepted?
That's what we're doing. This is a part of the process. You see, we want to win, and I have no doubt that Nigerians are passionate about sports. It's just that we don't put our money where our mouth is. Let me tell you about Canada, because at the Commonwealth Games, Canada is ranked #1, especially in the female team. Canada won a gold medal at the last Olympics.
That's right.
Do you know the budget for the female team? I'm not talking about the whole team. It's $2.3 million.
For the female team?
For the female team. And those are the athletes we are going to compete with in 11 months. Do you know what I will do with these athletes if you give me $2.3 million?
What is the budget for next year, for instance? As the Federation said, as the Ministry for Youth and Sport giving any budget out for wrestling to work with for this year, what's the budget?
When we wanted to go to this tournament and we wrote for, I think it was about 20-something million, what we were told is that the budget for wrestling in the whole year is 7.2 million.
For 2017?
Yes.
7.2.
A year to the Commonwealth Games.
How much did you spend to go to Marrakech with the wrestlers?
This tournament, we couldn't take the 24 we needed to take, so we took 16.
Yeah.
And we spent about 19 million.
And the ministry is saying 7.2.
For the whole year. That is what we hear. But I think they are working on it. And sometimes I don't really want to